have it all. I can have it all.
Do you want to attract your ideal partner or bring in a person into your business or start a new soul connection, friendship, or even bring an animal into your life? That's what today's Quantum Success Show is all about. Welcome to the Quantum Success Show. This is Christy Whitman, and you're here to get inspired and informed. The biggest problem that most people face when they're looking for a partner is that they have no idea where to look, haven't gotten really clear on the qualities and characteristics that they really want in a person, and they're not connected to themselves. And they're really expecting the other person to give them the fulfillment that they're seeking. And this never works. And the last point is what I want to address here in this show today. No man or woman is ever going to fill a void that we have within ourselves. We believe that they will because that's what we've been taught from a very young age. But the truth is, we need to be able to be fulfilled, and then we attract the person. And from that fulfilled place, we not only attract the person, we attract a person that's also fulfilled themselves. So the relationship is based on two connected and healthy individuals coming together to create a third aspect, and that is the relationship. When we attract a mate into our lives, and we're doing it from a place of neediness, that person will never be able to fill us up. And then we will become dissatisfied with the person and the relationship very quickly. But when we're already connected to ourselves, the other person adds and contributes to our lives. When we can shift our perspective on relationships and do the inner work to create the inner fulfillment, the relationship we attract from that place is so rewarding. Trust me, I've made the shift in my own life and in my own relationships, and they've definitely reflected it. So many clients I've worked with made this shift, and it worked for them too. So I know it will work for you because it's based on universal laws. If you want to attract a healthy relationship with your ideal partner, you need to feel what you want to feel from within first. And that's what I'm sharing with you today, how the universal law will help you to bring in the ideal partner you desire, whether it's a romantic relationship, a business partner, a friend, or even an animal, or even a baby. So how the universal laws such as law of attraction works in attracting your ideal partner so that you can attract your ideal partner quickly and easily. So this one point will be the difference in attracting the man or woman you desire. So let's discuss the law of attraction and how it relates to finding and attracting your ideal partner. For those of you that are familiar with law of attraction, this is just going to be a quick review. But for those of you that don't know about the law of attraction or universal laws, this information literally will be life-changing if you apply it in your life. So what is the law of attraction in a nutshell? The law of attraction basically states that that which is likened to itself is drawn, or like attracts like. This means that what you're focused on and the emotions behind those thoughts, I really want you to hear that, the emotions behind those thoughts draws more of the same to you. If you're focused on what's not working in your relationship that you currently have, what are you drawing to you? More of what's not working in your relationship. So how do you turn it around? The answer is so simple, it's sometimes difficult to grasp because it's so simple. It's like you have to make a conscious decision to focus on what you do want rather than what you don't want. Then you expect or allow it to manifest. It really is that simple. It's so simple, but sometimes it's not so easy. So how does the law of attraction relate to finding your ideal partner? Exactly the same way it relates to everything else that you desire. What you focus upon expands. If you're focused on what it would feel like to have your ideal mate in your life right now, you're then focused on what you want. If you're focused on the qualities that this person will have, you're focused on what you want. If you're focused on the activities that you'll do together and why you really want this particular partner in your life, you're focused on what you want, and you'll be attracting that person into your life if you don't go in the opposite direction and wonder why he's not there yet. However, if you're focused on the fact that your partner is not in your life right now, you're focused on the lack of what you don't want, and you'll continue to get more of him or her not showing up. I know I did that in my relationship before I met Frederick. This is huge. And this is where I see so many of my clients slip up. They do the visualizations, they try to connect with him or her, they feel positive, they get that they attract what they want and they start applying the law of attraction, but then they get so disappointed because of the fact that, they start looking at he's not there. Where is he? Why isn't he here yet? And then they're turning their attention on the lack of having their partner. I did this when I was waiting for Frederick to come in my life. I would go to dinner with a friend, and if I happened to meet a man, I would wonder, ooh, is that him? And then if it turned out that it wasn't him, because I knew he was coming, but I absolutely had no doubt he was coming. But the minute I was like, oh my God, is that him? And then it wasn't, because I didn't have that connection with the person that I wanted, then I would feel disappointed. And I would start doubting. Of course, the doubt is the number one killer of any dream that you have or any desire that you want to manifest. So I would start thinking, why isn't he here yet? If I'm such a great creator and law of attraction, blah, 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 I've been teaching and coaching on law of attraction. I really want this partner in my life. I feel him deeply. I feel him way before, he's coming into my life. I know he's there. So some of the processes that I do, the meditations that I do in Attracting Your Ideal Partner course, you're literally working with this person's soul. So I was doing that. I knew he was there. And the minute I met him, I knew it was him. The more I got focused on the fact that he wasn't there, I was pushing him away. I wasn't attracting him, and he wasn't in my life in that way. So I had to get really, really clear and focus on the fact that he was coming and know that the universe had its own perfect time. That's where law of detachment comes in. If you don't know the story, I'll just tell you the quick version. I was a woman that lived in California and got really clear about the qualities that I wanted in a person. For me, it was really, really important to feel a very deep spiritual connection with someone, to have the same type of thinking. I really wanted someone that believed in the law of attraction and didn't just think it was a nice idea, but truly applied it, because that's how I live my life. I don't think it's just some nice concept that makes sense and works some of the time and doesn't work the other times. I live my life by the law of attraction and the universal laws. So not just by law of attraction, but all the 7 essential universal laws. So it was important for me to have someone that had the same morals, had the same values, and the same thought process. I was literally standing in a line at a personal development conference with one of my teachers, and they told us to partner up. And this beautiful, amazing man that lived in Montreal, Canada, was standing in front of me and turned around, and the first words he ever said to me was, "Will you be my partner?" with this very sexy voice. So before I had to pick myself off the floor because I melted, I said, "Of course." And that was a very profound question that he asked me, because now I am his life partner for 10 years. So if I would have tried to meet a man from Montreal, Canada, I couldn't have organized that if I tried. It's something that the universe had to orchestrate in its own specific time and its own specific way. The minute you start doubting that it's going to happen or that he's out there, and where is he, and you're focused on what you don't want, you're moving in the wrong direction. So what happens, the whole entire process of how the law of attraction works, is you observe what you have in your life, or the lack of it. So you say you want a person in your life, and the way you're feeling is you're lonely or you're bored or whatever the feeling is for you. You just feel like there's something missing. You may be in a perspective of lack because he or she's not there yet. Maybe you're happy and enjoy your life and you feel really fulfilled, but you just feel like, I really want to share my life with someone else. But when you focus on that aspect of your life, you feel down. That feeling of emptiness that you really want to share with someone, it's like a longing. It's giving off a negative vibration. And when you unconsciously or even consciously offer a vibration, you are now vibrating in that place of lack or abundance, where you don't have him or her, or where you do. And the law of attraction responds to that vibration and gives you more of the same. It's literally a vicious cycle. Think about it. The process, you observe that which you have in your life, or the lack of it, what's wanted or unwanted. From that, you give positive or negative emotions, however you want to look at it, the perspective you have. Either consciously or unconsciously, you're offering You're a deliberate creator. You're offering a vibration. So now you're either vibrating in either positive emotion or negative emotion, in abundance or lack, wanted or unwanted. And the law of attraction always is working. It doesn't matter who you are. It's consistent. It doesn't matter if you're short or tall, nice or mean, funny or shy, man or woman, or if you live in Montreal or California. It doesn't matter. The law of attraction always responds to all the vibrations you give off, and it gives you more of the same. So no Mr. or Mrs. Ideal Partner if you're focused on the lack of him or her. You know, Linda was always looking for her ideal partner and was constantly upset because he hadn't shown up yet. And she was getting more and more discouraged and more in the place of lack thinking that he was never going to come. And after taking the Attracting Your Ideal Partner program and being, having a hard time shifting her beliefs at first, she finally started focusing on the excitement she was going to feel. Started focusing on all the fun things that she would do with her partner once he arrived. In a very short period of time, she met him, and she was so focused on herself, feeling so good within, that when he did show up, she was surprised and delighted that it happened so quickly and so easily. So there's a reason that you want what you want in your life. There's a reason Linda wanted a partner, and there's so much I have to give you on this subject. So take this information to a deeper level and learn all the aspects of attracting your ideal partner. And this is really a step-by-step process. So what you can do is I'm offering this for free. Click the link below and join my free webinar, the Attracting Your Ideal Partner webinar, where you're going to learn how it's so important to connect with your own soul first so that the person you attract will be a much higher vibration and a much better match for you now and in the future. Second, what's the feeling that you think you will have when you find your soulmate? What is that feeling? Know that so that when you are attracting him or her, you're coming from a powerful place and working with the energy and vibration to bring him or her into your life. Number 3, you're also going to learn and really talk about blockages that may be preventing you from attracting your ideal partner. A lot of times we may think that we want to have a partner in our lives, but if we really, really wanted it, we'd have it. I mean, think about that. We might think in our hearts that we really, really want something, but maybe our heads don't agree with our hearts. And this could be the saboteur that's in our life that prevents us from creating many things, including having a life partner. This is important so that you can stop the split energy and misalignment of yourself so that you could shift it and then attract what you do want. So click the link below to join the 70-minute content-rich webinar today. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you're taking away today from this Quantum Success Show. And remember, the universe is friendly and is always supporting you in what you're asking for. And you ask by the vibration that you give out. So have a great week. Thanks for watching, and here is a related video to watch right now. Also, check out my free webinars on creating whatever you want in your life using the universal laws that I explain in each webinar. So share your thoughts by leaving a comment and continue the conversation at ChristyWhitman.com.